Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know that.
So
it's okay.
Because it shows you how. Because I've been on vacation this entire week, so I haven't been looking at anything this week.
That's okay. It'll just make it even better next week.
So I'll literally be.
So you're probably going to be hosting next week.
Excellent. Okay, I'm fine with that.
Just
Is it just going to
FYI.
be me and Space Mike?
No, I am going somewhere else for work.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
And so, but I should be home. My understanding is I'll be flying home Friday from where I'm going for work. And so that I should be able to do this show on that Saturday and then possibly hit HQ later on because I can. So there's that. But Ben might be doing his day job.
Obviously, yeah.
Hey guys, I have a progress report on Ben. He sent a Vine video out.
A Vine?
Yeah.
Is
Ben
he all
on
right?
Vine?
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, Ben's moving really fast.
Whoa! Ah, yes, it's that TMRO transportation that he's trying to,
get nailed down.
Oh, is that the
Wait, is this Ben's submission for the Hyperloop?
Oh, that would be amazing! That would be amazing. Oh, that's too funny. I love it. That is awesome.
Oh, well, I hope that was a good show, everybody. I was like, I don't know, you couldn't see me during the breaks, but I was like taking my ear thing off, and I was like, is everything okay? It's like, is this going well?
Is there a fire?
So I get, yeah, is there a fire going on? I smell smoke. Oh, it's just me. So yeah, there's some really good stuff, and yeah, I see we've got Dutta and Space Mike.
I feel like we did a pretty good job.
If
all
you do
things
an open,
considered.
we can get to drinking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh
good
that's
call.
right.
Open.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm getting in the way of alcohol here.
Because I need one.
Sorry, I'm just trying.
New at this.
This is
New guy.
This is only my second time, and this is my first time when you drink after. So just give me a break, would you?
Okay.
So,
Yeah, what happened to Stone?
We would
I
have to
say,
kick Mike in order to get Stoge.
We've only got one Skype channel, so in order to get Stoge on the show, we would have to have dropped Mike.
Which is fine, but I was just confused.
Drop the mic.
She was coming in.
Right, because
Okay, the best part is you'll notice that Mike is the one who said that she was coming in. I was like, okay, bye,
I
Mike.
did.
That's cool.
sorry about that.
No, it's all
It's
right.
okay.
It was more funny than anything. Jared and I looked at each other, and I was like, well, I don't know. Mike said it, so maybe he's leaving. That's
Well, I even have that written in the rundown, like for that first story talking about the science experiments.
Yeah,
so I thought that
we discussed,
when we
discussed that during the week, Mike, and I told you we couldn't do it.
Yeah, I missed that.
pay attention, Michael.
Yes.
Come on, Mike.
So funny.
I mean,
love it.
unless you want to pony up for another Skype box, and then we can make it happen. So.
How many credit cards do we have?
Yeah, I was promised that my money was mine, and I don't have to put it in the show. So y'all can suck it.
Yeah, we could put. I like somebody. Who was it? Space Cadet 88 said that Mini Stoge can do the opening, and we could be like, oh, this, and this, and I'm not in the show. You know.
Oh, Stoge, that's hilarious.
I'd like to be there, but I got things to do.
I just woke up and was like, am I on? Poor Stoge. You're fine.
I woke up like this.
So, for an open, should I say space cargo launches? Carrie Ann say space memorabilia sells or something like that?
Yeah. Assuming I can wrap my mouth around that,
say
yes.
frozen nitrogen or salty spots. Which one do you want to do?
There's a lake on that dwarf planet.
Yeah, that sounds good. Tomorrow begins right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Does that
All
sound good?
Yep, sounds
All
great
right, so
to me.
wait, Mike, Carrie Ann, Jared, yeah?
But Jared started off by saying coming up.
Right. And then you still have
And
to
then I'll
mention the
say
main
space
topic.
cargo
Yes.
launches.
Of
All right.
course. Space cargo launches.
Carrie Ann
Space
will
stuff
say.
sells.
There's a lake on that dwarf planet.
All that and.
All that and the International Space Station, is it actually worth it? Coming up on tomorrow, just screwing up while we're rehearsing.
Yes! I love it.
That's what rehearsals are 4.
Exactly.
So,
That's okay. What was that one week that we took like 8 takes? So
Yeah, it was like my first or second show. It was so great, and I was,
yeah. So don't even worry about it.
yeah, it's
You're
fine. So all that and more. I will not say planet. Sorry, it's a dwarf planet. That's what it is. It's different from a regular planet. I don't know how many times I have to say this.
No, that's too long of a learn. We need
Oh
like
my
4
God.
syllables max, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're gonna break Jared real quick here.
Okay. Mike, you, me, and
Yes.
all that, and we'll be talking, is the International Space Station worth it? Coming up, tomorrow begins right. Stay tuned. Tomorrow begins right now. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I can do this. I can do this. Drinking game, number of takes. I'm all for it. All
Take
right.
one.
Zero.
Give a cross with your arms and hold it for number 1.
I mean, to be fair, those were the instructions. So
I just did what you told me to do, Dada. So you just said cross my arms and put them up. So
all right.
sorry, somebody in the chat room made me laugh. So all right, everybody ready? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Coming up,
Space cargo launches.
Space memorabilia auction.
and there's a lake on that dwarf planet. That and more.
Show. Talking about station stuff.
One shot. Anyways, all right, here we go. 2. Coming up,
Space cargo launches.
Space stuff sells.
and there's a lake on that dwarf planet. All that, and we'll be talking, is the International Space Station actually worth it? Stay tuned. Tomorrow begins right now. Is that it? Is that it? Are we gonna, or should we print it? Print
Chat
it.
room, is that good?
Print it. Yeah, we're done.
Hey, can we get that on film?
Oh, wait, were we recording that whole time?
Oh.
You know what's so funny?
Oh.
Ben
Didn't remind me to record. Oh, damn it. Sorry.
All right. Well, it's the top of the hour. Let's just go again.
Let's just do it all again. So here we go.
Wait, did you notice that our show magically was exactly an hour?
Yeah.
That
Because
was
that's how good we are.
on time, Benjamin.
Just saying. I mean, I'm sure our patrons don't have a problem with us going into extra time
No, probably not.
with it, especially if we're having a good time. But I mean, you know.
Aerospike said Ben's out of a job. Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, that's 2. 2 shots, everybody. Dada is serious? Dada?
We lost
Serious?
Dada. His head exploded instead of Ben's.
All right, let's go drink. And now we're in After Dark. And now I'm gonna put my shoes on.
Do where the air is
I'm
sweet.
done sweating.
Chat room earlier, Liquid Hype said, do a live show entirely focused on Buron and Paulius.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
Yeah. I don't know if that would... it'd be cool to do a live show on that if we could get someone like Anatoly Zak or someone like that who's a really good Russian expert to be a guest on the show.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think that's really good space pod material. And another comment from Craig BG saying Energia show would... Energia, excuse me, show would be cool. But you know how they feel about not being the show of yesterday.
This is true.
That's very true.
Oh, Ben, do you want me to drop for a couple minutes? You want to dial in?
That's a good question. What do
Yeah.
I want?
Let's see if Ben does want to dial in.
I believe I just saw that in the chat room.
Goose.
Right, Anatoly Zak would be awesome on the show.
I think I'm gonna go simple. And
Mother Goose and nursery rhyme.
Name
some
for this segment, After Dorks.
After dorks.
Nice.
just this.
I like that.
A black eye cat look like an Amish pie.
Probably how I would do it might be best, just in case.
I'd like to see a space pod on the recent KPO work. Those orbits are wild. Space Cadet 80. What's a KPO? What's the context there?
Yeah, KPO.
No, there's no acronym rule.
Yeah, we try to avoid acronyms. I've actually started doing that in life now, just to let you guys know. So it's not just a
Tell Swift Kiwi they can't be a guest unless they're sober. Because that one's been drinking the whole entire show, so no wonder the weird comments. That's what I've already responded to in the comments section. Swift Kiwi one more time.
Oh, Kuiper Belt objects. Okay. So yeah, the KBOs, not KPOs. It's okay though. Now I get what you're talking about. Yeah, and also I don't know if it's Kuiper or Kuiper, because I've heard both of them. My boss at work calls it Kuiper, but I've heard Mike Brown call it Kuiper. So
I thought it was poop.
anybody who knows the correct way to say it, you can let us know. But yeah, I kind of talked about the Planet 9 hunt in my February space pod a little bit. I didn't go into too much detail about it because there really isn't a lot of detail, unfortunately, to say about it, because you gotta find it. So, but they are using the Subaru telescope out on Hawaii, which is one of the largest telescopes in the world, and they're looking in the area of the sky where they think Planet 9 should be at. But there are multiple spots in the sky where they think it should be at, but the one they think that has the statistically highest probability of where it should be at is actually near the constellation Orion. And they've, from what I understand, they have been on the hunt since about a month before the announcement. So we'll find out probably within the next year or two as they skim through the data. So cool stuff.
how many what is it called? Neptunian objects. How many of those objects do we have that are dwarf planets now?
I can look that up. I know we just recently added a huge number of there was a couple hundred Kuiper Belt objects that were just added on to the catalog, if you will, because further observation confirmed them. But let me look that up. Total number of dwarf planets.
Because isn't there like there's more than 10 now that have official
Absolutely.
names, like real names like Makamake and Hamiya and Eris and
Yeah,
all that.
Let me see.
And of course Pluto.
Yeah, it's estimated that, since 2008, there are 5 bodies that have been recognized as dwarf planets. Ceres, Pluto. No, Ben is not one of them, unfortunately.
That's really
Ceres, Pluto, Makemake, Haumea, and Eris. Those are your 5 dwarf planets that we have right now.
Yeah.
They estimate that there's about 200 dwarf planets out in the Kuiper Belt, and then there should be a couple thousand more even further out than that. So, cool stuff.
Quite.
Something non-alcoholic, please.
Yeah, what was that?
What have we got?
Peach and vanilla and
I'll do a
apple
peach.
And
I'll do a peach. Somebody's asking, what's the best place to build an optical telescope out of Hawaii? The Atacama Desert in Chile. Although it also depends on what you want to do as well. It's a pretty interesting stuff. Oh, you need back in on that as well? And do I think that there's a large planet out there? I think there's definitely something in the outer solar system, but you got to find it first.
Sedna,
So.
that was another one.
the hard
Yeah,
part.
What about Sedna? Sedna's a dwarf planet.
Oh
isn't
yeah,
it?
you know what? Sedna is a dwarf planet. You're correct. Sedna's one of the first objects that started off the whole "is Pluto a planet?" argument. So.
And wasn't it Eris that was the first one that we got the actual diameter of it, and that's what and that was the one that was bigger than Pluto, and that's what caused the whole debate to begin in the first place.
Exactly. Yeah. Once they determined the diameter of it, they realized it was a little bit bigger than Pluto, and they were like, okay, well, if we call Pluto a planet, we have to call Eris a planet. And then everybody was like, wait a second, what if we start finding more of these? And they're like, let's go. Oh, thank you, Dada. Let's go back and look at the official definition of what makes a planet a planet. And it turns out in the over 400 years we've been using the scientific method, we forgot to define what a planet was. We didn't have one, so we made one. And unfortunately, that's why Pluto is no longer considered a planet. So
you saw this.
very sorry.
Conversation I had with
What is
Lisa.
that? And soon Earth will be a dwarf planet. Actually, Thanks, Ben, for that. But I've always felt that once we start being okay.
Once we start being awesome.
As Jazz Throwout said too, the Ceres isn't a trans-Neptunian object, though.
No, it
We were
isn't.
talking about the ones further out, but yeah. What
Yeah.
were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So planets.
Sure.
We really need to rethink how to define planets to begin with. So I'm
Yeah,
only pedantic with it because it's just the methodology that we're using right now for it, and I feel like if that's how it is, that's what we've got to use for it. But really, should Earth and something like Jupiter be in the same category? Should something
I
like
was just going to
Jupiter
bring that
and
up. Like
Neptune even?
Earth and Venus, because we have thick atmospheres. Does that make us dwarf gas planets?
Yeah, I mean, Jupiter and Neptune are gas giants, but Jupiter is mostly hydrogen, helium, and ammonia, and then you get something like Neptune, which has a lot of methane and ices and other volatiles in it, and it's completely different from Jupiter in terms of composition. I really feel like once we start resolving exoplanets, that is when we're going to officially start saying, okay, now we need to figure out an even better way to classify planets.
And that brings up kind of a weird thought that maybe we shouldn't be calling them planets at all, because gas giants, if they get big enough, they can collapse on themselves, go through nuclear fusion, and become a star.
Yeah.
So really, are we all just dwarf stars in the making?
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
I mean,
brown
all
dwarfs.
objects, probably started off as a speck of dust and just started collecting stuff and just kept getting bigger and bigger. And once you have a big enough rock that has enough gravity, you have a thick atmosphere and keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and eventually collapse on yourself, go through nuclear fusion, and boom, you're a star and just keep collecting more material. And then do we even call them stars? Because eventually, if you get big enough, you can become a black hole. So,
Yeah. And
are we all just...
Yeah, Sir Gamelot says, why not around the sun equals planet? Well, that's because there's millions of objects going around the sun. So we'd like to differentiate
rogue planets
the
as
difference.
well that aren't orbiting any stars.
Yeah, that's very true.
Unless you count them orbiting the black hole at the center of the galaxy, if you count that, I guess.
You could technically count that. It is technically orbiting the center of the mass in its system. So, yeah. If we really want to go that far with it, yeah, we could say it is. So it's pretty funny. So, but...
Okay, so Ben is ready to come on. So I'm going to sign off, and Ben's going to come on, and I'm sure be ready to call for a while.
Yeah. Are we overthinking this? Maybe, but that's what science is.
That's the fun. That's the fun, though. That's the fun.
Yeah, that's what science is. It's overthinking things.
Anyway, I'm going to sign off so that Ben can get on. So maybe see you guys in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. See you in a bit.
I'll stay. I'll be standing by.
Okay.
Okay.
See you in a bit, Mike. See you in a bit, Mike. See you in a bit, Mike. Whoa, Mike got really colorful there, and he's counting.
Fast.
Yeah. Wow, he's doing it really fast. Somebody also asked about the telescope in Hawaii, the 30-meter telescope that's been having some difficulties, I guess is the way I would put it, with like permits and things like that. I actually really want, first of all, that has not been resolved. That is still an ongoing debate, even within the astronomical community. And I really want to do a space pod about that, because it's really one of those very interesting things that has brought out both the best and the worst in the astronomical community, and I feel like it's a pretty important thing to talk about, simply because of the way it is. So, whoa, what's going on? Sounds like, I think we have ignition.
Maybe.
Hello?
Hello?
Wait.
Wait.
Hold.
Ceres,
Hold.
Ceres was considered a planet before. Before, in the middle of the 19th century, it was downgraded to an asteroid, and then it was upgraded to a dwarf planet. So Ceres has actually had 3 different classifications. Oh, hey, Ben. What's up?
Well,
That's so awesome when you do that. You're sideways.
wait. I'm sideways?
Yes.
Hang on. I have to, hang on.
Okay.
The app is messing up.
Now
Wait a
you're
minute.
right side up.
All right. Well, there you go.
You're going to have to say yes to vertical video, unfortunately.
Is it
Ben.
raining where you
would you like me to step into the rain to prove it?
No?
Yes.
It's just a question.
Yes.
Hang on, let me do this. Wow, this is
Ben, are you in Florida?
I might be.
Where's your jacket?
Yeah, where is your jacket?
All right.
I can answer that
Donna,
for you. It's in the closet. Which is ironic because you bought it in Florida last time.
No, actually, I have a rain jacket here, but Donna, do me a favor, hang up this call. Let me call you right back because my phone is all messed up.
Okay. Stupid.
Well, while we're waiting for Ben, I'm eating these chocolate things. I don't
Yeah.
know what they are, but they're delicious.
I think they're the same things from Christmas, but I don't
I'm gonna-
actually know for sure.
Oh, are they the same ones from Christmas?
Well, no, I mean, not like.
Did he say call him back?
I don't know what
No, I
these
think
things
he's
are,
gonna
but
call
they're
back.
delicious. These are so nice.
I don't. No, but so my family just sent those over, and I think they're the same ones that my mom made
Stop there.
There we
Whoa.
go.
over the winter
How's that?
holidays. Oh yeah, look at that guy in the background. Oh yeah, they're totes getting wet. Those peeps.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's hang on, let me see if I can can I click the camera? Oh, weird. There we go.
Oh, it
It's,
just actually, you know what? From that angle, it just looks like that waterfall is just spilling out onto the sidewalk.
It kind of is. So, I just wanted to argue with Jared and continuing your, I need to rotate this way. Continuing your conversation. Based on that, Earth is a dwarf planet. We're getting towards that point where everything will be a dwarf planet, and then we're going to go, okay, well, everything's a dwarf planet, so we'll just drop dwarf, which means everything will be a planet again, which means Pluto's actually a planet. You're just not there yet.
Okay, so I'm going to argue that the Earth is not a dwarf planet because a dwarf planet will be spherical. It will have hydrostatic equilibrium where there's enough stuff to pull you together so that your mass makes you a sphere. And a dwarf planet does go around the center of its system, or the center of mass in its system, so it goes around the sun. But the thing that a dwarf planet doesn't do that an actual planet does is that it's the dominant object in its orbit. Where Earth orbits, there is nothing that is similar to the size of Earth in and around our orbit. If we were, we'd be in trouble. That's why Earth is a planet and Pluto is not a planet.
So, I'll get back to you next week.
Okay, that sounds good.
I do want to bring Mike back because you guys were having a really good conversation. I did want to let you know that was a really great show. I did watch the whole thing. I felt a little bit guilty because I'm sitting inside in this brilliant air conditioning, absorbing this table just to myself in the middle of Epcot, watching the show, and everyone's looking at me like, why is this dude alone watching his phone for an hour sitting there? But it was totally worth it. That was hilarious. It was a great show. You guys did a fantastic job.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah.
Thanks,
That was
Dad.
all. Yep. Although, Donna, I do have to say, really, you wiped the black.
You know
I
what?
don't-
You know what?
I-
If you don't want the first transition to be a wipe, then update the switcher profile.
Get you a microphone for after dark. Yeah. So a little part of me died. That's all. I just wanted to say hello to the citizens of tomorrow. Hello to the crew.
I could have
I
wiped on the way back in, but I didn't.
Thank you.
I was egging Dutta on to wipe back in, but he didn't. So.
Man. You guys.
Love you, man.
So yeah, really great. It just proves that you don't need me. So you're on your own from now on. Off you go. I do actually plan on being there. Wait. Yeah, I should be back for next week's show. The April 8th show. I think it's an April 8th show is in question.
It is
April
April. Oh no, yeah, April 2nd. Sorry,
April 2nd is next week.
April 2nd is
Next
next week.
I should be back for next week's show, and then the show after that I will almost certainly not be at. Although next week's show is also a little bit in question. Because I'm either hard at work or hardly working. I'm not sure which.
Gotcha.
All right, let's let Space Mike back on. Great job. Or if you guys want to bring in Mini Stoge so she can come say things about the International Space Station. Now it doesn't have a centrifuge. Cool.
All right. Well, it's good to
Thanks,
see you, Ben.
guys.
Have fun out
Have
there.
fun. I'm off. Bye.
Love you, bye.
All right, he's gone. Now what can we do?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that is a
Yeah.
Quick, get into Dad's liquor closet. Get into Dad's liquor cabinet. He's not watching anymore.
There is no cabinet. It's just on the counter.
Yeah, it's just on the counter, just sitting there.
My nose.
What's up?
My nose.
What's wrong with your nose?
It tickles.
Here, let me help.
Look at bright light. No, I'm good. I'm good. No, I don't know what you're gonna do, but
Here,
I'm
let me
like-
help. Let me help you.
So it just disappears.
No, don't bite me. Don't bite me.
I really think we need
Stop.
a camera behind
I'm gonna
me
help.
so you guys can see this.
I'm gonna help. No biting. Stop. I'm gonna hold your jaw shut. Don't. Okay, I'm not doing that on air.
They might.
Yeah, they sure do bite. My gosh. It's some dangerous stuff.
Oh, that's funny. Where they'll be screaming? There might be. There might be. Yeah, right, Colton? Like famous last words.
Was Mike coming back in?
I don't know. I think.
Mike. Oh, excuse me.
Do you always burp Mike's name? That was very unusual. Oh man, that was.
Oh, boy.
Space Mike says to bring Stoge on for a bit. Hey Stoge, have you brushed your hair today? Well, she doesn't always, so that's a perfectly legit question.
Yep, still funny.
Oh boy.
That's so funny.
I hate when they say they have your order, but they're not going to send it until later.
It's the same place you've always Skyped into, yeah?
Yeah.
I hate it when they tell you that your order is there and then you go in to get it and they go, oh no, it's getting refunded. But it hasn't.
Tell her to start Skype and I can call her.
And they did.
Oh yeah, actually, if you just start Skype, then we could call you. So you don't have to call into us, yeah? Red shifted chair burp.
That's what I'm laughing
That's
about.
hilarious. It's good stuff.
So not only do I not have my items, but I haven't been refunded money either.
That was really impressive.
Thank you. Should I continue to burp?
I don't
burp
know.
things?
I'm not sure.
You're really good at burping. So
You should be in our household for.
you're really good at burping.
Oh, me? Oh, I came camping. My sister like burped, and no, she was doing something that pissed me off, and then she burped, and I burped back at her. She's like, "Don't do that," and I was like, "Really?" So I just kept
Do
burping.
tell.
I burped like 10 times in a row, like continuously for like a minute, and she's like, "Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!"
That's
And I was
awesome.
Good, because she has horrible habits of doing terrible things to piss everyone off, and no
Nice.
one can ever get to her.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So I was like, "Oh, really? You don't like burps?" I think I love you from all of my big belches. It's the wall shaking belches that I love you. I know you do. Like you burped earlier today.
I'm 11.
My daughter now.
I'm actually 11.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know it. So yeah. So I find burps and farts really funny. Hey Mike, I can burp your name again if you didn't hear it. So
Probably, now that he's listening.
Yeah, Melanie farts and she smiles and giggles after. But not right away. It's when you look at her and go, "Did you just?" And she goes, "Nee."
Oh, baby Dutta. Gotta love that.
That's my girl.
mini Dutta.
Yeah.
Smaller Dutta.
Mike says, please do. Minnie Stoach says she's ready.
Then come on, baby. I'm
Come on, Stoge. Come on, Stoge. Hurry up, Stoge, or I'll burp your name. Stoge.
Wow.
My daughter talks like that too.
This is literally what After Dark has become.
Oh my gosh, you look like a
Hello!
Hello, Stoge.
Hi guys, and no, Carrie Ann, I haven't brushed my hair.
Well, I just, I figured just in case, because I know how you are on camera.
It's like 6:30 in the morning here, and the show started at 5. So
Get the coffee.
I'm just hearing excuses.
dedication right there.
yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
I love y'all enough to be up that early.
so you know how to fix this is that I just moved to California, and then it doesn't matter what time it is because it'll be showtime.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right.
You'll, like, not have your awesome job.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, congrats on your job, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. So
Awesome.
happy to like inspire kids. Science is awesome. Woo! And we have this whole astronaut exhibit, which is amazing, like a mock-up of the space station, and it has like a space toilet and everything. But we have
Does
to put
it
a sign.
work?
Is it
This is not an
functional?
actual toilet, so that the kids don't think it's a real toilet.
Oh, so
And
it doesn't work?
I don't think it works. Yeah, I think it's just a model.
So it's just like the toilet on the actual space station then. Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much. But you guys did really great today with the show. So I hope the notes that I wrote for you guys about the science was useful.
That was awesome. Yeah, all those notes and everything. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, that's cool. Maybe I should do a space pod on the rest of it. So there seems to be a lot of stuff there.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of data there.
Whew.
Is there
I
anything?
think Ben should definitely invest in two Skype what are they called? TX boxes?
Skype TX boxes, yes.
Yeah, we need two of those.
The problem with that is that they're really expensive. They're like, if I recall correctly, they're like $4,000 a piece. So that's quite an investment.
So that's like 100,000.
Yeah. They're dumb expensive for what you want. To because you don't want to have like the Skype logo on it and the whole nine, and you want it to be stable and all the other fun stuff. It's something that should cost like $1,000, $1,500, and they're charging like $4,000 for it. So
Well, that just means we need to make one and undercut them.
pretty much, yeah.
Can't.
That's
do
the
it.
other problem.
Let's make
So yeah,
Or
Space
expanded
Mike wants to
into-
know if you're in the Astro jumpsuit right now, or like the less creepy version of what are you wearing?
Or no, he's asking where did you get your Astro jumpsuit?
Oh, sorry,
Not are you wearing it?
it was the alcohol. I'm so sorry.
Oh, are you talking about the jumpsuit I wore in my space pod?
Yes.
Is there another one?
Oh, so I did that when I did space camp in Huntsville, Alabama last year, which I highly recommend. They do adult programs, and it was amazing. Like, you get to pretend that you're like either the pilot or the commander or a mission specialist in the space shuttle, or you can work in mission control like I did. And I was like being flight director and stuff. It's really great. Guys should all go to space camp.
Nice.
So that's where I got my flight suit.
That's very nice.
Maybe I should
Yes.
wear it for every space pod.
Yes.
Yes. I should put mine on too then.
Wait, how come I don't have a spacesuit?
I don't know.
Wearing out
Are you the only
Lights.
person here without one?
What are you wearing?
put tomorrow patches on them and wear like the astronauts of tomorrow.
Yeah, we can get spot patches made and work with it that way.
Are you kidding? Of course mine's stiff. I made it.
Not you, her.
Oh, no.
Not still applies.
I don't know if hers is stiff or not. That escalated.
I really hope Ben's not listening right
Phrasing. Phrasing.
What?
now. Yeah, the space program of tomorrow.
Yes.
Spot.
Do we have an official logo for the space program of tomorrow?
No, we probably should though.
Yeah.
Which seriously looks like a young me.
What does? Stoge?
If you block off her mouth, she looks like a young me. It's really weird. I feel like I'm looking at a young version of myself. It's crazy. It's the angle of her face. And
Can you hear her, Stoge?
No.
Okay.
She's very
That's probably for the best. No,
Not an insult.
I didn't say it was an insult. Oh my god. No, Kat saying that. So, you're up, where our TV is.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we've got the show up on the TV. So instead of I'm looking at it on my computer screen, but we've slung it over to the TV. So Kat is sitting, on the love seat looking at the show on the TV, and we split screen, as I'm sure you're watching.
Yep.
And so your face is larger than life on it, of course. And she's being a little bit creeped out because
this big.
yeah, exactly. There you go. About about that big. And what's going on is that she says that if you just sort of block out your mouth a little bit, that she feels as though she's looking at a young version of herself. Which is funny because you two aren't really all that different in age either. I'm getting a death stare from Kat. Apparently, I have succumbed to the Ben role of the conversation
Older
today.
than Stoge.
You're not that much older than Stoge. You're not.
How old is Stoge?
Okay, well, I don't know if Stoge wants to say what her age is on air, and I'm not going to make her. So there.
Oh, I'm 3. I don't care. Tell everyone.
She's 3.
Okay. I'm about to be 4.
I'm sorry, no, just the way that cut out, it cut out absolutely perfectly. You're just like, oh no, I'm 3. It's fine. I don't care.
I think she said 20.
Yes, I imagine she would say 23 and not like 43, for
10
instance.
years older than her.
You're not that much older.
10 years is a big gap.
I'm practically 20 years older than her.
When you go from a newborn to a 10-year-old, that's a pretty big gap.
Yeah, and when you go from a 90-year-old to a 100-year-old, it's not so much.
No, but
But that's
Okay,
relative.
so relative. What's that meme? Your example is bad and you should feel bad? I'm just giving you crap. I, again, am playing the role of Ben for the evening.
you would never get that bad.
Yeah, I know. You can't hate me that much. I got it.
Is Baby Daughter in studio?
No. But you can still wave to her and we can show this to her later. And that's why we love Stoge.
Toy.
The signal had to travel farther. Had to go all the way to Australia and then to Perth.
Right, no, that's right. How is Perth, by the way?
Perth is pretty good. It's different to Sydney, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, I highly recommend you come visit.
Delayed reaction is delayed. That's funny.
And I'll show you around my work.
Ooh. We'll have to take you up on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna have to get
come-
our passports non-expired. Is what we're gonna have to do.
I have to get one.
Ah,
Me
yes.
too.
All right. So half the room has to get a passport, and the other half has to make sure that they are unexpired.
Is there a baby? Look at the baby. Look at the
Oh,
preciousness.
that's funny.
Look at her little rabbit ears. Oh, that's adorable.
But she's got ears on. Yeah.
What a cutie. What a cutie.
It's much better when it's cleared.
Yep, okay.
Now you can actually
The Tomorrow crew needs to fly out to Australia, and I'll show you all the Australian space things that we have.
All 2 of them? What's the deal?
Yeah. Oh, what you guys should do, in 2017, there's the International Astronautical Conference, which is going to be in Adelaide, and so you guys should all come down, and we should cover the IAC 2017.
That sounds like that
Well,
would be
Jared's
fun.
excited.
That sounds like that would be fun. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
That's a lot of travel.
when?
I'm just saying that,
Next year.
2017.
planes kind of charged by the mile.
This is true.
Plenty of time to prepare as well. And citizens of tomorrow, if you come to IAC 2017, we should have a tomorrow meetup.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
happy to organize that. So let's do it.
One day we should have a tomorrow social. Like they have the NASA socials
Yeah.
and everything. One day we should be like, get to see the behind the scenes of tomorrow.
That's like the good/bad thing about having a show called Tomorrow, because at any given
Yes.
point in time, Ben could always be like, "Yeah, we'll just do that tomorrow," and like either perpetually procrastinate or really just do something last minute. Either way, whatever he's feeling up to that day.
Yeah. The gathering of the Tomorrowans.
We do have
Have
tomorrow
a socials called After Dark.
This is true.
Yeah, very true. That's why we're here. So.
Oh, I miss the space.
Yeah, they don't do the LA space salons anymore. Those are pretty neat.
That's because
How neat were those?
pretty neat.
Those are pretty neat.
Because like 2 of the 3 founders moved to San Francisco.
Yeah, that tends to do it.
Yeah.
Hamper it just a little bit. So. But I remember when they got Bill Nye. That was pretty cool.
It was.
Okay, should I let Space Mike back on? I feel like we've left him hanging.
He was here the whole time.
Well, okay. So what else? Yeah, it's true. What else did we miss about the worth of the International Space Station?
Tell us.
Oh, okay. So the protein crystal stuff that Mike was mentioning, there's a specific example. There's a disease called, I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, Duchenne's muscular dystrophy.
Okay.
And people that have this disease have really high levels of a certain protein. And we grew the crystals of that protein on the space station, which means we can find out the structure of that protein. If we know the structure, then we can make drugs to kind of block that protein and help the people suffering from the disease. So that's what we do on the space station, because you can grow better quality crystals. So they grew really large, high quality crystals of this protein, and now there's a drug that's being developed for people with muscular dystrophy from that.
Awesome.
That is cool.
Y-
Nice.
Yeah, I do know that there was a like a salmonella vaccine that was developed from an experiment that was done on the International Space Station.
Oh,
is
I don't know
pretty-
about the
pretty
vaccine,
neat.
but salmonella gets way more toxic in microgravity. There's a whole bunch of different genes that get turned on when it's in space that make it more potent. But I didn't know they were making a vaccine for it, so that's really cool.
That's crazy interesting.
It's very neat.
If there's any like home DIY lovers watching, some research on the space station went to improving the quality of wood lumber. So if you think of a tree that's growing wood, if the tree is slightly bent over and leaning, different wood will be produced on the bottom of that branch to the top of the branch. And that's called reaction wood. And most people think that's due to gravity, but they hadn't proved it yet. So there was an experiment where they grew willow, and the astronaut, which happened to be an astronaut that I met at my International Space University course that I just did, called Bob Thirsk, and he got the willow and bent a loop in the willow stem, and then
This is super important, but we're losing her audio.
so
That's hilarious. You seriously cut out right after a loop. You're like, he bent a loop and then. So, and that's all we got.
Yeah, so if you could just redo that.
of the loop and found out whether gravity was causing the reaction wood to be formed. So now they make better quality lumber that you buy in the hardware store thanks to doing research on the space station.
Nice.
That is cool. Interesting.
Yeah, I remember hearing about studies that were done on rats in order to look at the neuroplasticity of like childhood development. So basically, how does your brain develop when you're a kid, and how versatile are the different parts of your brain? Like if you lose, like if a part of your brain doesn't work, or if you lose function of a part of your brain, can other parts of your brain also take over the what that area was supposed to be doing for the function? And they found that they basically compared like baby rats that were born in microgravity and then were born here on Earth, and they found that the visual and the spatial abilities of baby rats born in space were significantly better than that of rats that were born here on Earth. They were like able to think about things in 3 dimensions at a much higher ability than just a rat born on Earth was, and that's one of my favorite experiments.
Well,
that was done in space. So.
Here's a thought on that line. When you go into space, your eyes change.
Mm-hmm.
And so astronauts that don't wear glasses on Earth need to wear glasses on orbit. Could any of that research have been affected by the fact that the rats born on station in microgravity had better vision in microgravity than rats born on Earth and then brought into microgravity
Yeah,
because
maybe.
of the change in their eye focus, for lack of a better word?
Yeah, maybe that's pretty cool. Pretty cool thing.
So what you're saying is that we should have kids in space because they'll have better neuroplasticity and won't suffer vision problems as much, but then we should just never let them come down to Earth because they won't be able to.
They won't be able to see.
Yeah, they'll be blind jelly babies. But they'll be really smart.
Yeah, I feel like there's some like ethical considerations for that experiment.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh,
Perhaps.
that's kind of funny. That's really funny. Anything else? I feel like we all just suddenly stopped.
Yeah, it's just like all of a sudden.
It's like, I was gonna talk, whatever.
Like even the chat room was just sort of like, cool, all right, and
The very last experiment that I think is kind of relevant to Earth is, like semiconductors that we use, like electronics and stuff. It's
We keep losing your audio, Lisa.
the way
I keep thinking it's gonna come back though. I keep
Right.
wanting to like let her talk and maybe finish, and then like we'll totally understand in the end. But no, as soon as you try to make an important point, your audio cuts out. It's kind of hilarious.
Thanks, Skype.
that's because I'm like hotspotting my phone right now. So, and I'm in the middle of like nowhere in Perth,
No, I'm
like,
like, no, you're not. You're in Perth. We already went over that.
which is pretty much in the middle of nowhere anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Wait, isn't all of Australia? Sorry, Ben joke. I'll just keep that. Sorry. Apparently,
We
when I
have
drink
a-
alcohol, I become Ben. This is
Nope.
terrible. Let me never
And
do
you
this
have
again.
all,
Are you
like,
sexist
most
here?
people in Sydney and stuff, which is over here, and then you go all the way across the other side of Australia, and that's where Perth is.
Right. So, still middle of nowhere. I got it. Okay. I'm so sorry. Just don't mind me. Maybe it's just the vodka. I don't normally get like that on other alcohols.
Drinking right now, but it's like it's 6:50 in the morning, and like I'm still half asleep. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking.
Wait, you just woke up and you're drinking?
Mimosas.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Fuck, I mean,
5
I guess
o'clock
so.
in the morning.
You guys are hilarious. Oh no,
Oh no,
she froze.
So,
She's super cute though.
so she froze.
Oh wow, yeah, Perth is really the middle. There's like 4 roads in all of Perth. Serious, check that out.
Wow.
Right?
I could run across Perth.
That's what it looks like.
That's a lot smaller
Right?
than I was expecting.
That looks like Anaheim. It's like there's nothing
Why
in Perth except for Stowed right now.
Well, maybe.
Oh, and it's raining, so that hotspot thing is probably really just not working for her.
No.
Poor Stowed. Seriously, look how small it is. That's crazy pants.
Yeah.
Also, judging by her few pictures that she's thrown out, Perth is also like 1,000,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Or is like Harry Potter land. It was hard to tell.
My Stowe's got kicked, and now we have Space Mike.
Space Mike's back.
Hello.
Welcome back, Mike.
Hello!
All right, let me mute this. Or actually, no, I need to do this. There we go.
I need a
Now we shouldn't get any
my
echo.
laptop, so
Australia's like a mini version of Pangea.
How's that? Not even sure that makes
Good
Good
one,
one,
sense.
Johnny
uh,
Spacer.
I wanted to comment on a couple of things that you guys talked about. There's, from what I know, there's actually a ton of vaccines that are developed on the space station. In fact, a lot of the annual flu shots, some of the work is done up there year after year after year. So that's a recurring medical benefit.
Awesome.
One of the other things was when you were talking about the whole visions thing and those rats, I think it has more to do with their equilibrium than it does their vision because, it being in space like that, being in microgravity messes up your eyes really bad. And a lot of those vision changes that those astronauts experience are sometimes permanent. You have, especially some of the younger guys who have to start using reading glasses and stuff after being at the space station for a while. Like people that like kids born in space and stuff like that, their vision would be really bad. And another thing too is if you don't have proper radiation shielding, I mean, some of the lunar astronauts on trips to the moon, sorry, that's some of the astronauts on the trip to the moon developed mini cataracts. only being in space for a short time. But
Hmm.
so if you're not protected from radiation, then you can get a lot of those problems that you would get in later in life, really early on. So yes, they are working on drugs to reduce the eye issues, Neuropilot, and there's other really cool things that they developed. One of the cool things that they developed is a pair of reading glass or just eyeglasses that have two lenses, and there's water in between the lenses. And then there's a little mechanism, like on the side of the glasses, that the astronauts can twist a little knob, and the lens will either compress the water or relax on it a bit, and that will change the diopter inside of the glasses and essentially change the prescription as needed since their vision is fluctuating so much. So that way they can keep on the glasses instead of having, because there's actually several pairs of glasses up there in all sorts of different prescriptions for, throughout an entire mission that just one guy would use because his vision fluctuates so much. But with these pairs of
Changes the pressure
glasses,
between the two pieces of glass to change the effective focal length of the lens, right?
exactly, exactly. And those types of glasses are actually being sold on Earth. I used to be in the glasses industry for 5 years. There's something called progressive lenses, where you have your far distance in the top of the glass, and then your reading distance in the lower part of your glass. And instead, they're starting to sell these now. These glasses that NASA developed, so that you can twist and change the prescription in the entire glass based on whatever it is that you're looking at, whatever you need to focus on. So.
That's
Cool. I was logged into mine, right?
I am typing furiously.
His
Is
On
somebody
feedback-
wrong on the internet, Jared?
Yes.
Super loud.
somebody's on the internet.
Something's going on the internet. I must let them know.
It's Jared.
I'm trying
It's
to
fine.
research if Ben is pooping right now.
Probably. Probably. If we're gonna be honest.
Oh man, yeah, lots of good material for space pods. If we wanted to talk about ISS stuff, but yeah, lots of cool things coming up. That Progress launch at the end of the month hopefully goes off successfully.
And then there's just nothing.
Yeah, Perth is really like. There really is nothing. It's like, that's it. You get nothing else.
There's one road in Australia, I understand, that goes from east to west, and it's like perfectly straight, and it's considered one of the most dangerous roads in the world because you kind of get into this hypnosis driving on a perfectly straight road where you tune out and your brain doesn't see dangers coming towards you, like those big road trains that they use in Australia, where it's a semi truck and like 9 trailers full of fuel, for example. So that would be an
War
interesting, huh?
War rig.
War rig.
It's interesting.
From Mad Max.
Ah, yes, haven't seen it, so I don't know. But yeah, there's just this one road that goes from east to west, and it's perfectly straight.
Space Cadet 88 said in regards to CRS-8 that there will be 3 cargo ships for the first time up at ISS. There's actually 3 cargo ships at the International Space Station right now. And there have been several times where there was like 2 Progress and either the ATV from Europe or the HTV from Japan. And there was a couple of times where there was 3 vehicles docked at the same time. In fact, wasn't there a photo that actually had the HTV and the ATV as well as 1 or 2 Progress, a Soyuz, and the space shuttle that had all of the docking vehicles docked at the same time? I believe it had all of the vehicles, right? But so yeah, there's 3 at the space station right now, and with the SpaceX CRS-8, if that gets up there on schedule, I guess, then there will be 4 cargo ships at the space station right now. So very cool.
Everyone's just typing away. No. It's more funny than anything. Look around and everyone's just like head down.
O. McIntyre says they've also developed an extracranial monitor for intracranial pressure, since most of those eye problems that astronauts develop are actually due to increased CSF pressure. I don't know what CSF pressure is. No acronyms. Normally, the only way to monitor ICP levels is through a hole in the brain or a lumbar puncture. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's interesting. I can type with one hand.
Cerebral spinal fluid. Okay, thank you.
We haven't even released pictures of it yet. It was supposed to happen starting like Thursday.
Yeah, yeah, Thursday.
Well, anyway, let's see. It's just about 2300. Oh, Jared, can you hear me? Are you within earshot?
Yes, I am. I'm right here.
He is. I don't know if his mic's on, but yeah.
I had an idea for a skit, possibly a recurring thing that you might be interested in doing as like a bonus content thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know how like we all feel as a group about something like this, but how funny would it be if we had like a fictional series that like was just like a short video, like 5 to 6 minutes long, or even less than that, that is Werner von Braun and Sergei Korolev during the space race exchanging phone calls with each other and bragging and egging each other on all their different accomplishments and stuff like that. I think there could be a lot of comedy there and like space history and all that sort of stuff at the same time.
That'd be pretty cool. I think it should get written.
I don't know if you can do German or Russian accents.
I can give it the shot.
The shot. I shall give shot.
Yeah, we could. We could potentially. So
I don't know. I just think that would be a funny thing to do.
yeah.
Even though like we're not really doing like entertainment type stuff, like I don't know, still might be fun. Actually, yes, Mini Stoge, I have started the drawing of all of this in anime style, but right now I've just been like practicing like different like positions, and I have like the master one that right now is literally just like different 3D shapes representing the bodies of where we all would be. And if anyone in the community wants to come up with a concept idea for what the visual representation for Tars the robot should be, I would like that. I'm thinking of putting Tars in the middle with Ben and Carrie Ann on each side of it, and then me and Jared and Lisa kind of flanking out on each side, and then above all of us, I wanted to have Dutta behind the control panel with like an evil glow on him, and just like ah ha ha ha, like kind of like the puppet master pulling the strings. Anyway, so yes, I have started work on it, but it's not. It's definitely not finished yet.
You should make Tars an anthropomorphic version of Colton.
Yeah, there we go.
That'd be pretty good. I'd watch that.
Maybe instead of having him in the center, I could have him on one of the sides, so that there could be 3 people like on each side in like a descending or ascending order.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, well, we started the show on time. We ended the show on time. We might as well end after dark
On time.
on time,
as well.
right?
Yeah.
Just showing Ben how it's done.
Yeah, this is how it works. So.
You started 2, you ended 4. Thank you.
All right.
Right?
Yeah, it sounds fine to me. So.
We did I feel like it was a good show today. We were all stressing about it, and this is the most notes I've ever seen in the main topic rundown ever, I think. But
You're welcome.
Oh, I love it.
I'm glad that we didn't give you a heart attack or anything like that.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right, see you guys next week, yeah?
All right. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.
See you guys.